We have all seen a large number of documentaries showing various groups of archaeologists carefully using a brush to remove dirt from the remains of a long dead creature. In this field, it seems quite typical to discover the fragile remains of an extinct animal. But from time to time, researchers discover something that is so well preserved that they become the center of attention on their own merits. From frozen prehistoric animals to the discovery of terrifying creatures, today we will discover what the ice managed to maintain. Frozen dinosaur. Paleontologists working at the top of a frozen Antarctic mountain have extracted a frozen rock and fossil capsule that covers the remains of a previously unknown huge dinosaur. They used pneumatic hammers, rock saws, and chisels an exhausting 4,200 meters to dig up the dinosaur, which represents a new genus and species. The dinosaur lived 190 million years ago in the early Jurassic on what is now Mount Kirkpatrick near Beardmore Glacier. The species is added to a growing number of dinosaurs known to have roamed the now icy continent. The dinosaur is named Glacialisaurus hammeri by Antarctica's famous fossil hunter Professor William Hammer and was identified by a femur bone and an incomplete ankle and foot. Extrapolating the material using relatives of similar size suggests it would be about 7 meters long and weigh perhaps 4 to 5 tons, says Nathan Smith, a graduate student at the Field Museum in Chicago and a member of the Committee on Evolutionary Biology. Frozen UFO. It is very typical that any story of a UFO or possible extraterrestrial sighted on the planet is automatically discarded as a mere fanatical tale of the esoteric. But have you considered the possibility that they actually exist? Well, there are those who do, and who apparently believe that there are beings with a spooky appearance. At least, that's what the images of a mysterious body released 25 years after its discovery suggest. The body was found in Eiger, Switzerland, frozen, with no reaction, and with its eyes open in a dead expression. Do you think it's a true image? A creature unknown in Iceland. Iceland is a Nordic island country that is characterized by its spectacular landscape, with a lot of caves that could turn out to be a magnificent experience, but not always. A group of tourists in 2013 paid their tour guide to enter these caves, but due to the darkness there, lost sight of the guide, and Jaden Garcia, who was one of the group members, followed his own path, and what he found there would leave him marked for life. A huge monster, indescribable to the group of people, was frozen in one of the walls of the cave. Without thinking twice, the group went in the opposite direction to that of the supposed being and managed to leave. Although the experience was short, the image of that terrifying creature lives on in my head, said Emily Johnson, member of the tourist group. Authorities in the area were notified of this sinister encounter, but did nothing, as they suspected the group may have consumed hallucinogens or simply had visions. What do you think? Giant wolf. The thawing of Siberian permafrost reveals many surprises. 42,000-year-old foals with liquid blood in their veins, prehistoric worms, or woolly mammoths. Ice always hides vestiges of life on Earth from thousands of decades ago. The last discovery occurred last summer on the banks of the Terek-Tiak River in Yakutia, when a villager walking quietly found a giant wolf's head 40 centimeters long. Thinking that it would be a valuable specimen for science, he contacted Russian researchers who date the head back about 40,000 years. And most surprising of all, it kept the brain intact. The discovery has just been made public at an exhibition in Japan on frozen ice age creatures, which included other specimens, as it was a Japanese team that conducted the preliminary study of the head, along with a team from the Academy of the Sakha Republic in Russia and other Swedish scientists.